here's the truth about being a side. There's always a girl that has a dude that has 10 times more than you. It's always that girl who got the rich man, that, you know, can buy her whatever. And to be honest, that girl spending, like, you and her just frivolously spending his money.
Even if this is someone that you want to fully invest in, don't invest your last dollar.
They gave that woman their all.
That's why when they find out that woman cheats, they break, because it's like, I didn't just give you a piece of me. I didn't give you 80% of me. I have nothing left after you.
So, Rome, what is it like being a side?
What was it like?
What was?
We are reformed side niggas.
I actually don't trust Rico, but anyways, what was it like being a side nigga? For all the guys that don't know what it's like being a side nigga, what was it like being a side nigga to a woman that was in a relationship?
At the time, it was super ego driven. It was fulfilling a lot of my fantasies because we would have appointments. She would tell me like where she's going to be. She'd go to the mall, tell me like what store they would be at. And, like she would separate from him at the mall. Then like I would meet her up there.
Why would that be a...
It wasn't, I'm not saying it was right. I'm just telling you, asked me and you said was.
Oh my God.
You said was. So I'm explaining it to you. But it was more the thrill. It's all about, it's literally like the thrill and how long you can keep it up for. And just at that point in time, in my younger days, in my 20s, I want to make that clear.
Me too, my 20s.
It was more or less knowing that like you got a good dude at home that gives you everything. And then I just hit. So like, what's all that for? You really like living a lie. And like I exposed your lie. It don't make sense, but that's what I was thinking about at the time because they had a house. He had a real good job. He was making dumb money.
Go ahead.
He was making dumb money. He was taking her shopping. It didn't make any sense to me, but it was just like the thrill. And like he would go to work overnight and then I pop up, do what I had to do.
You felt like that guy.
He was. He felt.
There wasn't anything to say I wasn't to me because like I'm giving you the least amount of effort. I'm giving you the very least.
Did it ever matter to you whether you guys got caught or not?
Well, no, that was her job.
It's her business.
Yeah, that was her business. That's her man.
What's wrong with you, man?
And you have to keep track of.
No, but I'm saying like, what if he caught y'all red-handed? Not like he went through her phone and found out or anything.
He saw her.
Oh God.
So about that, there was a situation where he did find out something, and then she had called me in the middle of the night because he had put hands on her. So then I was like, all right, I'm coming over there.
Oh no, you're a side nigga hero? that's what you don't do.
But then yes. So then like on my way to the car,
you gotta let it be.
Yeah,
let it play out.
To the car, I'm like, where are you going? I'm like, she got hands put on her because she was doing wrong. You know, like.
Wait, so why did he do that? Because he found out?
He found out something. It might not even been just me though. I don't know what he found out, but.
It was you.
She called me and was like, she went outside, walked the dog, and she was like, oh, you just hit me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, I'm going to be over there. But.
And what happened when you went there?
But no, I ain't sure. It's not my business.
He said, walk into the car. He said, why am I even leaving?
Yeah.
I'm so happy you came.
So what'd you tell her?
I didn't tell her nothing. She didn't see me, and she didn't get a return call because for me to return the call, that means like.
I'm your main nigga now. What? Like,
yeah, now I got to upgrade all those bills and shit. I don't know. I'm not here for that. You got a nice ass house. I like fucking in that house too. So it was
right. It's amazing, bro. It's always a better crib.
That's how I learned about high thread count, like Egyptian count sheets. Because I was I was slipping and sliding on them shits. Like, what is this?
This shit feel good.
Yeah.
He not coming back, right?
Nah.
Stay the night.
She even got him to like refill the soap that I like too, because she had like this nice like lavender body soap.
Yo, listen.
He was a good
Bro.
man. He was a good man.
Yo, well, here's the truth about being a side nigga. That's why I say it's an elite game for the elite men. Because it's always a girl that has a dude that has 10 times more than you. It's always that girl who got the rich man, that, you know, can buy her whatever. And to be honest, that girl spending, like you and her just frivolously spending his money.
Lunches,
whatever you want.
Lunches.
It's like, yo, we could do whatever. Yo, real side shit. Y'all start traveling together on that tab. That's how you know when you really elite. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, cool. Maybe like the most that has to happen is, hey, meet me in Miami. You're going to book your $200-$300 trip. It's not that much anymore, but it was back then, right? Go down to Miami. She's going to meet you in Miami. Hotel is already booked. Cars already rented. Reservations already done. Everything paid. You just really just chilling, fucking this girl for free and traveling. And she's always bad. A side nigga would sit there in the bed while she on FaceTime with him on Instagram scrolling while she's about to pretend go to sleep. Hang up. Like, all right, we good? Cool. And get back to it. It's an elite game for the elite men. Hundo. I'm serious because the thing is like the guy, and that's the thing, like why I always said before, like guys would think getting the money is gonna get you the girl, but it never got you the girl.
It's never about that.
It never got you. Like you can have her in your house, but you never fully got this girl because eventually she's gonna want the man she really wants, which could be a Rome, it could be a Rico, it can't be an Allen. He's never been aside, but it could be somebody like us. You know what I'm saying? Who is attractive, maybe younger, maybe the same age. I got a homie right now. I would love for him to be here for this specific conversation because he gets a high smashing other dudes' girls. Like that's what he loves to do, and I think it's like a heterosexual Diddy thing. Like I can outpower you. Without having to do the other weird part, but I can like you think you're so powerful.
What's the weird part?
Huh?
What's the weird part?
The relationship.
Yeah, it's a power trip. Like you love this man so much, but yet you want me so much more. You're willing to risk what you got with this person that you love.
The husband in this situation wasn't doing the shit in the bedroom, and like most of the women wanted to be
Weren't they? Honestly, I refuse to believe that their main nigga wasn't doing what they were supposed to do in the bedroom. I just think that bitches be greedy.
or
That could be it too. I mean, it's a possibility.
Like, I feel like the sex was fine. The sex was probably great. She just wanted
the jackhammer.
okay.
Exactly.
She wanted
You
the
didn't get
jackhammer.
jackhammer yet.
Yeah, you
You don't
jackhammer.
know.
We're not talking about me.
Okay.
We're never talking about me. Yeah, women are greedy. I think not all women, of course, but these kind of women that find themselves in this side nigga, main nigga situation, it's not always that their main nigga is lacking anything.
At all.
It's probably really just they saw something else that they wanted, knowing that they're in a relationship. They did not see that as off limits.
I can't speak for everybody, but I've never seen, and I'm not talking about a girl who is relatively average looking, right? I'm talking about a girl who is smart, intuitive, and she's beautiful. She usually ends up with what I believe a man that's beneath her standards, but financially meets those standards, right? So he can treat her right because he can afford it. So then she meets somebody who is what she actually wants. I want the good looking person. I want the person that's better than my husband. I don't think women cheat down. Men will cheat down. Women cheat up in some areas. like
unless they're unless they're athletes or entertainment wives. Because if they're always on the road, the ones that are usually on the road or like have out of town games or whatever the case may be, they get busy.
They get busy because they know their man is getting busy. They're cheating for equality, right? I think that's different,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm talking about the ones that are actually like, you know, have a good guy at home, and you see it happen all the time. It's like, well, damn, you know, you're willing to risk your whole relationship and your living situation for me. And it's not a thing that men are, the side niggas aren't simping, right? The side niggas are rarely ever simping. The side niggas have more control over the main nigga. That's what it is. I could tell her like, yo, figure it out. I don't care. I want to see you tonight. She gonna figure out 17,000 lies and different ways to see you that moment.
If you were introduced me to your man or your husband and like you still giving me play and like he's right there, I automatically know you're dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that you settled. It was that you just real good at that situation that he doesn't know.
Some men be oblivious too.
Yeah.
Some men really think they really got their girls and they don't have
girl.
They don't no not the best not the best girl. They think they have their girl and they don't got him by a long shot. She's somewhere off the fishing line just floating. Right? Like, but he's in the vicinity, so he thinks, oh, okay, she's mine. Nah, she's already gone. And you can't even see it. Like what Rome said, like there's been situations where a woman has introduced me to her man, and I'm looking at her eyes, and I look in his eyes. I'm like, oh, you don't even know. You have zero clue. And I'm looking at her eyes, and she's like, I'm a savage. And I'm like, oh, and he doesn't. And you know, those are the dudes that go crazy when they find out that their girl is cheating on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't even fathom it. In his brain, it's a situation that could never happen because he does this, he pays for that, and he treats her like that. And
everything she said she wanted.
Everything she said she wanted, but yet she goes for everything she never mentioned.
What if you found out?
Stop looking at me. I'm in a relationship.
Y'all both are.
One, you know what I'm saying?
That's two.
Yeah, we in relationships, you know.
But we're not exempt from it, though.
Exactly.
And also,
I don't trust. Listen, all right, listen.
Say
I'll be honest with you. I don't trust my girl. I love her to death. I love her to death.
Yeah.
But I don't put shit past any woman. I don't care how much you show me you love me. I don't care how much you do for me.
I don't think we can air this now.
I see. Yo, my thing is this.
cut that part out.
Like Rome said, I know for a fact
Yeah.
I am not exempt by any means necessary by any woman, no matter what I do.
Anybody can get it, even Rico Hundo.
Exactly.
I always feel like there's different types of men and there's different types of women, right? And also the men that have done this, we haven't come out unscathed. Like, we don't trust the people we're with going further because of our actions. Like, that's always in the back of my mind of how she could do me dirty, how I did that man's wife dirty 20 years ago. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like that boogeyman that's always in the back of your head. So it's kind of like I created this trauma. And now I'm always trying to make sure I'm a better person so it doesn't happen to me. But also, you got to understand, like, again, there's two different types of men. The men that'll put hands on women for that. But then the other type of man would be like, that's the game. That's the part of the game.
Yep.
So then some of those men that are saying that's part of the game, they don't really ever get too close to that woman. And I'm talking about you could live with this woman. You could have a baby by this woman. You could have babies by this woman. But in the back of your head, that shit could go and in the back of your head, you're prepared for that.
But it's only, again, this is an elite
trauma and drama. Yes.
I don't really think
it's not right. It's not right.
Here's the thing. I don't even want to call it trauma, right? It's like if you've been in the streets, right? Let's say you've been in the streets and you caught a body, right? This is a bad example. But if you've been in the streets and you caught a body, you know that the reality of it is somebody could catch you too. And it's not nothing about trauma. It's about knowing reality.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of people be in fairy tales and relationships thinking that they're exempt from being cheated and they could do 1,001 different things from being cheated on. But the reality is anybody can do anything. You're in control of nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, what ends up happening is the elite knows that there's other elites and there's growing elites and there's going to be elites that are better than me. And if my girl walks across this elite, it might not happen right then and there.
Mm-mm.
But that elite is elite. And he's going to find a way. So it's not saying that I'm traumatized. It's just that I understand that there's going to be people. Yeah, there's going to be people who are going to do it. You could have been somebody who, and it's not karma, because there's a guy who's never cheated on a girl ever, and he's splurging on his girl, and his girl is sucking somebody else. Right? That's not karma for him. It's just the simple fact that the elite men are elite men, and it doesn't matter about what you do. They really can't be stopped. You just gotta hope that they don't run across your chick, like, or they don't want her. You know, like it just is what it is. There's a guy right now, Amanda, who you will look at. There's a guy right now who you will look at, and you'll be like, I would never give him the time of day. And that man knows every single thing about you to make you fall in love with him. And it's simply just his desire that is stopping you from loving that man. That's how good some men are. Few, not even some. Very few.
Master manipulator.
Yeah. It's like master of disguise.
I be liking those.
Got you.
Because, you know,
Didn't even meet him yet. Got you.
the men that snap are the ones that have fully invested, and not just emotionally, but literally, financially, spiritually. Like, they gave that woman their all. That's why when they find out that that woman cheats, they break, because it's like, I didn't just give you a piece of me. I didn't give you 80% of me. I have nothing left after you. I have nothing left after you, and you decided to go and do that, and it pushes a man to a point where he breaks and he snaps. Now, I'm not saying domestic violence is the way to resort to. I'm just saying that what happens is that person literally snaps because of how much that they're in. It's like if you worked a job for 20 years and you put your entire life savings, your 401k, every single thing that you had into one stock, and then you wake up one day and that stock is gone. You are going to lose your shit, right? And that's what happens to those men. And so again, I would recommend, yes, leaving. Don't revisit. And a lot of times, and even in business, it's hard to stop funding something that you believe in, even when it's failing. And that's what those men typically do. They're just going to be like, I don't want to start over. Starting over is scary for most. And they're going to keep on dumping in and trying to fix something that is already broken and that can't be fixed. So I would say, yes, you need to leave if that's that situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you've been paying 50-50, bro, you can afford a couple L's. Like you can afford a couple L's if you've been paying 50-50. You haven't all the way invested. You feel me? I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, so if you were my advice, I would say go 50-50 and save yourself just in case it do happen.
So the fully investment depends on money?
Well, it's for a man, yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. For a man to say I'm gonna give you everything I have, he's not gonna do it in one area. If I'm gonna give you all the money I have, which 9 times out of 10, making a lot of money requires a lot of time, right? So I'm invested all my time to make this money to give it to you. And then the free time that I have, I gave it to you. So whether I'm giving you my work time and my free time, I'm giving you everything. I don't have anything else. This is all I have. My work time gives me this money, that goes to you. My free time goes to you. And the extra money that I have goes to travel with you. So it still goes to you. So I don't have anything else. So when a man gives all of his money and his resources, yes, that it's literally all other 8-9 things that he got.
When it comes to this investment and the breakdown of what you spend on a woman and all areas of your accounts, your extra money goes to vacations, you're spending money on them, blase, blase, blase. Like, that's not smart on y'all's behalf. You guys gotta put some money aside. Like, no one is telling you to spend your last dime on a girl. Even if this is someone that you want to fully invest in, don't invest your last dollar, because yeah, you are going to feel like shit when she is cheating on you. When you find out about that side nigga, you're going to feel like shit.
Yeah.
And this is why niggas go into this mental depression. And we spoke about this the other week, when niggas be wanting to kill themselves after a relationship.
Oh, when it feels like death?
Yeah, when it feels like death. When it feels like you don't got nothing. That's why.
Because of the
money? When you said
the girl
when you put everything, every aspect of your life into somebody, you found out that they were doing you dirty, and this is not gonna go where you thought it was gonna go, and now you feel like you have nothing, that can put somebody into a mental breakdown. Feeling like you have nothing because you've given every part of your life to one person. We got to think better than this.
Yeah, and I would say don't do it. I don't recommend it. I mean, in my opinion, all the women that I've ever dated and spoke to, I came up with this conclusion. I was like, okay, God, you put women on this earth to dream and men on this earth to create her dream. That's kind of what it's always felt like. She tells me what she wants, and then it's my job or duty to go make it happen and come real life. She wants this house. Okay, I got to figure out how to get this house. She wants this type of ring. I got to figure out how to afford this type of ring. She wants this type of wedding. I got to figure out how to get this wedding. She wants this car. She wants 3 kids. She wants 2 dogs, and she wants a parrot, and I don't know why. But I got to find a place to put a fucking parrot because I don't want to hear it.
I think this is true,
y'all. Right? So it's like we're always been a slave to a woman in some way, shape, or form. Right? And when we are a slave to a woman and the woman operates with disloyalty, it hits different because I was already putting forth so much for you. That's why I think it can lead to that type of break.
He's got nothing else. He's giving you everything. And when he was saying money, he's saying time goes to money, and then the free time spent with you. In that free time, he's giving you vulnerability. He's having conversations. He's giving you emotional connection. He's giving you mental connection. Everything you said you wanted. So if you're cheating, he really has nothing left, like zero. Like his tank is empty. And I think that is what, I know that's what sends some men over the edge.
And all you got is your free time, and you crying in your free time now.
Your value is zero. I love her for the weekend, but for the week, she's yours.
And that's honesty, though. And that's what I was trying to say. He's telling the truth.
Honesty. That's the most toxic nigga ever.
But think about it. He knows the game. So he knows from Monday through Friday, my emotions cannot be tied up with you. But
SZA said it too.
Okay, well, they're both toxic.
She must be toxic. Did you sing those lyrics?
I did.
Too. In your car on the way here.
No, I didn't.
Toxica.
I don't be listening to SZA in the car. I listen to Drake in the car.
Drake.
I think there comes to a point in a relationship, or even before the relationship, where you need to have a talk about what your sexual desires are. And I think that would save a lot of people time. If you say, hey, listen, I'm into A, B, and C, and she says, hey, I'm into C, D, and E, you can easily just not be with that person from the jump. But I think because the other qualities outweigh so much outside of the sex is why people get together. And they say, oh, I can change, or I can morph to this.
I can deal with A, B, and C.
Yeah, but in the long run, you know that could probably last for like a good 2 or 3 years. Things that go on in the bedroom, like how high is that for you, honestly? Like if you know you need to have sex 5 times a week and he can only have sex 2 times a week, or he only wants to have sex 2 times a week, then you should be honest about that.
Well, you know what really be happening is this. Bitch go cheat or a nigga go cheat. And then they introduce him to some new shit. Now that opened the door. Right before you were, see how the door opened when I said that?
Hey.
I'm on point.
Age of the Aquarius.
Age of the Aquarius. ABC was good. But then when that girl met Rome, now she want NMNOP.
And
QRS.
And
TUV.
the jackhammer.
WX. YNZ.
Yeah.
So now the problem that happens is
A lot of letters.
You
were
go
skipped
back
in this
home.
alphabet.
you go back home and you go back to ABC. And he didn't even give you the C. He gave you AB. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, yo, I can't live like this. And then that's when I think the problems start to happen. A lot of people aren't going to experiment sexually by themselves.
Well, that's how people get caught, because they be trying elemental P in the bedroom, and then they want to know where you learned that from.
All the time. As soon as a new move get happen, I start like side eye, twist face. I'm like, get off me, get off me, get off me. I got my feet at the edge of the bed.
Get off me.
And now I'm sitting like this.
You gotta clutch your pearls.
Yeah, I'm like this. I got a robe. Is there something you need to tell me? Like, oh nah, I'm just trying this. Oh, I saw this. I mean, I think a healthy way to keep your sex life lit is to watch porn, right? And then practice whatever you guys may think is interesting. And then you can kind of, experiment from there. Now, if you just start trying random moves, because you might just be watching porn on your own. All right. And that might just give you a new idea, like, oh, let me put this foot behind her head and then twist her to this angle and then aim up. Right? I'm just making shit up here.
That's called the avalanche.
That's called the avalanche. No, but I was just saying, because if you start watching porn on your own and you start trying new shit, your spouse might think you're cheating, and you probably are. That's why you're watching new porn.
And that's a perfect scapegoat anyway. Oh, it's just watching porn.
Exactly. It's a lie. I never believed that.
Ask her to show you the video, though. What video was that? Have you guys ever turned down someone that pursued you, but they were in a relationship? Rico, your face says it all.
I know she gonna swallow. She a goat. Shout out to Future. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think so. I don't think there's girls that I've turned down before. I mean, if I did turn down a girl that was in a relationship, it wasn't because she was in a relationship.
Yeah, that part.
It had nothing to do with that. I just didn't want her. Maybe I saw her flaws were just too big for me to even want to handle. No diddy. And I just didn't desire her, or I didn't trust her. Sometimes a girl who is in a relationship that's seeking you is very broken, and with broken women comes big spills, and I didn't want it to spill over to my life.
What if she's not broken? What if she thinks you look better than her nigga?
I could
and
tell.
She wanted peace.
She's got a man. What's not broken about asking him?
That's pursuing a man while you got a man. Kind of crazy.
I mean, I'm just saying. Doesn't mean she's broken.
If she wasn't,
this probably
broken.
means you look good and she just wanted.
Now there's there's never been a situation where a girl had a man and it stopped me. You know what I'm saying? The one time that a girl did have a husband, I might have been like, I don't know, 26. She had a husband, and I was like, damn, should I do this? She's married. And I was like, yeah, 100%. Why not? Like, he married that. That's his L. If I don't do it, somebody else gonna do it. It's bound to happen. So I'm gonna rob myself because of a situation that's going to present itself again.
Is this how niggas
I did it.
give themselves their own advice?
I said this at 8 at the table. If she wanted to not be here, she wouldn't be here. If I want you and you're pursuing me, why am I going to say no? Why do I have to have the integrity of your relationship? You're not respecting your relationship. I'm not going to respect your relationship, especially if you're putting it on a table for me to have and it doesn't require a lot. It's like an easy investment. That's like you throwing money on, you throwing 25 on red, knowing red's going to come out. Bound to win. There's no loss here for me.
I feel like that's the excuse that anyone gives themselves when they mess with someone that they know is in a relationship. Is like, I don't owe that person no loyalty. You owe that person loyalty. So I'm still going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. She has to defend the rim, not me.
And as someone still in her 20s, what about you? I mean, I've definitely said that before. Like, I don't be owing nobody no loyalty, but whatever. What about you?
Yeah.
You have?
Definitely. But I'm saying, I'll usually tell them, like, you don't want these problems. And
because you come with problems.
No, I'm saying, like, Rico can probably attest to this, but you can meet women, and you can meet women that are just too good for what you're trying to do. Like, I know that I'm gonna take you somewhere where you can't even handle where I'm about to take you, and I don't really want to do that to your life.
That's nice. I mean,
I'm saying
no. I get it. I get it.
You can see.
I need you to say more words.
No, he's actually saying.
He's
actually saying he cares about where she's going to end up after this, and he doesn't want to be responsible for what he's going to do to her.
Yeah, like,
but not like physically do to her.
Yeah, not the jackhammer. I'm saying just
he's gonna do the jackhammer.
I'm just saying.
It's just in.
You ever see a man or a woman, soft jackhammer,
A jackhammer make a girl go, what?
You ever see a man or woman, somebody you're attracted to, right? And you could tell you guys have a good conversation, everything's cool, and like you've already like sized them up, did all the science in your head and everything like that, and be like, this is so easy, and I'm not going to be good for you. You know what I mean? But like, you could still want this person. You could still lust for this person. You could still want to have sex with this person, but you know that's going to open up a door that person's not going to want to enter and can't exit.
No, they want to answer. They just don't know that they can't leave. You know what it is? You don't want those problems, right? That's how like when I had a situation like that, I'm like, yo, I don't want to fuck her because she's not going to be able to take what's about to happen. And I don't want to deal with this crazy bitch. like it had nothing to, like of course once she gets that, she's going to start going to a whole dimension where you ever see like shows or maybe even on Instagram now where girls just doing things. They're like, why would you even go this far? They can't even think anymore. Like, no funny shit. I had a girl in my driveway begging to suck my dick. Begging. I'm like, go.
What's she doing in your driveway?
Because I went. She wanted me so.
Like, did she just come over? Did you kick her out?
No,
Why was she in the
I didn't
driveway?
kick her out. I just said, yo, listen, like, this is, like, she was already displaying her crazy side, and my homies told me not to do it, and I knew in my soul not to do it.
And what'd you do?
Still did it.
There you go.
I still did it, but I didn't do it right away. It took a couple months, right? And then one day niggas was lit. So then that happened, and then I told her eventually, I'm like, yo, listen, this was not that. And I told you this numerous times. I just think we need to stop talking in total and entirely because we tried this friend shit and then you still try to love me and it doesn't work. That woman pulled up to my crib 4:00 p.m. in her white Honda Accord. It was beep, 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 beep. And mind you, what made it worse was that my room was right where the driveway was. So I'm like, yo, this bitch is I'm like, go home. She's calling me. I was like, come on, let me just suck your dick, please. I just want to be with you, please. I'm like, I told you no, like you got to go. And I knew that was gonna happen though.
The thing about people warning you that somebody's crazy is like you want it, like it's a little intriguing. It is a little intriguing. Like why? Why they crazy? Like, I just, like, what you mean? What they be doing?
And we're toxic.
That part.
Yo.
They love that chase.
Yo.
And be like, listen, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Please don't make me do this. I said no. No means no.
No means no.
No means no.
Wrong.
I'm just saying, like, no means
I
no,
mean,
but then that turns some type of crazy button on and y'all like, I can change him.
Y'all? I'm not crazy.
We just
heard what you just replay the tape.
No, I'm intrigued in the crazy people.
That's crazy.
I don't think that makes me crazy.
It does make you crazy.
Yes.
I don't think so.
You're complicit in the crazy.
I'm a very curious person.
All right. That's another
I
way to
want
put it.
answers. I want to know. I'm trying to fuck with you to see why they say what they say.
And then you're going to find out the hard way. I feel like a lot of men, it's an elite men's sport. You know what I'm saying? To be able to identify the girls that's about to go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Once you do what you know you can do. Most men don't got that. You know what I'm saying? So like some girls, they just go through life. Think about it, like what? Most girls don't have an orgasm till mid to late 20s or whatever the hell. I don't know. That's what they be saying. Like the first 2-3 boyfriends, they never got an orgasm, whatever. Then they go ahead and meet an elite and everything changes. The way she treats you change. The way she look at you change. You ever look at a girl
No,
and you
they
just
introduce the
look, Rome, you ever look at a girl and you look into her eyes and you see a sparkle like she's in heaven. And you're like, oh, she's lost. She's lost. And I don't know why I did this. And I knew I shouldn't have brought her here to this place. But I liked her, but just not as much as I knew she would like me. So, but Rome, so what's your opinion on this? Do you think that this statement is accurate across the board? That men and women, doesn't matter, don't want somebody that others can have?
I agree. But some
on
women
it.
do not care. And that was the basis of our conversation.
Yep.
Again, for the 9th straight episode, I'm going to tell you, You say we are dogs, but you keep saying we are dogs. But you keep saying we are dogs.
We got that.
And then what happens? You said, I want to see why they call him a dog. I want to see who
Cut
gave
that
him
out.
those fleas. No, let's not cut it out. You know what I mean? And that's the chase, that's the push, and that's the pull, and that's the cycle, and we're all guilty of it at some point in our lives. And good luck getting out of that.
Again, I think it's reality.
Like, yeah, it's tough.
The same women, all women have wanted the same men for the entire existence of men.
Mm-hmm.
And when we stop ignoring that, I don't think the word settle didn't come from getting the man that you wanted. It came from getting the one that you couldn't get.
Okay.
That's where the word settle down came from. Because in history, the elite men, been getting what they want, having their cake, and eating it too, even if it was made by Amanda Sue.
Ooh,
Bars.
that's a plug.
Bars.
But it's not a good thing, you know.
No. Don't
legally, you know, you don't want to risk your marriage, you know. For
unless you're the
infidelity.
side dude, because the side dudes rarely tell.
And that's another thing.
I think that the side chicks want to make it more than what it's gonna be.
Mhm.
But the side dude will be like, all right, that's your situation. That's cool. And I think that's why a married woman or a woman will do everything she can and come running at his beck and call, because she thinks that he wants to mess up her. They don't never want to mess up nothing.
Side dudes definitely play the sport better than side women.
The side dude's like, I'm getting everything I want. I'm not getting arguments. I'm not getting headaches. I probably only have to see her for a good hour because she got to go home to the husband and kids.
A woman is a responsibility for most men. Men are not a responsibility for most women. So a girl would want, a side chick will be more so willing to take a man, you know, once his relationship blows up, because she's going to be a responsibility for him. A guy who's a side dude is going to be like, okay, your relationship didn't work out. I don't want that responsibility of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for a man to keep it at arm's length when the situation goes south rather than a girl.
And if he's the side dude, he's still dating.
Yeah.
As
And he's still fucking.
Exactly.
I'm about to
And
give up all my bitches because your relationship stopped working?
that part.
That don't
and
make sense.
No, that don't even add up. So then the side,
It don't add up.
they don't add up. 0 plus 9 isn't divided. No, I'm never doing that. So, but then like the side girl, actually the side chick is still dating other men, but they're just not that one because he's the one that she can't really have.
Mm-hmm.
That's the attraction and stuff you're talking about that you want to find out. Because she can have all these other dudes that are out there that she's dating and seeing, but she really just want that one.
Yeah. I would love to have women on the panel, and honest women.
Honest women.
Not the cookie cutters for sake of the argument women.
We'll give
Honest
them a
women
mask.
come on the panel and say, and answer, why do you always want what you can't have? I don't understand that.
I'll be honest.
No,
We need some truth serum.
Yeah, we'll give you full face masks. You don't got to reveal. We won't give
Be
you Instagram.
anonymous.
Yeah, anonymous. Yeah, you can still wear nice heels and everything, so you look good. But just the mask is
A
going to be
great
there.
dress,
Yeah.
and a blurred face.
No, but look at us. We over here telling you.
It could be a regular joke. Ask your neighbor.
Would you enter an agreement from your younger years about, say, in 10 years we don't have anybody, we should get married or get with each other
If we're friends.
if we're friends?
So like marry or
Well,
like
we'll-
just get together just to be in a relationship.
Let's start with a relationship and then I guess get to wherever you want to be. Would you give that person a chance and like enter an agreement in that manner?
Best friend. Would you and your best friend make a relationship backup plan?
No. No. Like that's not even something I have to think about. Because if we were friends all of this time and I am only going to date you if other relationships don't work out for me, then I was never really into you like that in the first place.
Say it came out as something like just goofy, like you guys were kidding around and you're like, hey, you know what? I enjoy spending time with you, but you were so young where you knew you weren't ready for a relationship right now, and so you're thinking like, I'm going to mature, and at some point I'd like to, if we're both single, let's try to pick this up.
It happened in the moment.
Yeah, it wasn't
very spontaneously. I felt like, you know what, you're not so bad, and we could actually work, and we start dating like right now because we both felt that in that moment at that time of our lives. Then sure, but I'm not planning to date you 10 years. 10 years from now? No, that's not happening.
Have you made an agreement like that before, Rome?
Yeah, Rome. What about you, Rome?
Yeah, I made an agreement, but that was after sex. I was like, yeah, we could do this in like 10 years.
Oh, so you were bamboozled.
I wasn't bamboozled. I was just, that's what she wanted to hear.
So what happened?
No, I didn't. We're not together.
But like, so did you try it?
No.
Did she try it?
Or was it just forgotten about? Because 10 years is a long time to try to keep a promise.
Not only is 10 years a long time, but people age, and some people age better than others. So
he said, I'm fine.
And you not.
And she not.
That's hilarious. All right, what does she look good? Like still look good 10 years later.
Are you guys even still friends?
We're not even like the same friends. Like, it's not realistic. It's not a realistic thing.
Were y'all real friends before the sex?
So it doesn't even apply.
Yeah, it's not real.
Like, to make a real pact like this gotta be your good friend.
Not even
you might as well already be fucking, bro.
But
what are we talking about?
You're not doing this in like your 30s if you think about it. You're doing this in like your 20s. You're having fun. Like at 35, you're not like, hey, in 10 years, you're not thinking about that. But like in your 20s, like you're like,
Oh yeah, but regardless of age, you're gonna make a pact like that with someone who is just like barely your friend, someone you see like every now and then. Like, no, they would have to be your good friend to make a pact like this.
Say it was the best sex you ever had in your 20s. That was a question.
Okay. Best sex I ever had.
Yeah.
I don't,
man, she's a horn dog.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yes, she is.
Why would you say that?
He
literally does not know anything, so I don't know why he would say that. Please.
I'm not even gonna argue with her. I don't know why she's lying on camera.
You don't have to argue with me because
listen,
I'm defending myself.
We're in the age of Aquarius, and 5 years from now, whoever you fucking with or will fuck with is gonna be like, yo, well, she was on my body every day.
I was
4
on
times
nobody's
a day.
body, please. No one can say that.
Yet.
Anyways,
Me miss you.
Still no. I'm never telling you anything ever fucking again. Literally.
Are you blushing?
Literally. No, I'm not. Can I slap him?
I love you, Amanda.
I'm never telling you nothing.
But you're definitely, and she got her toes up. Yo, listen. They're stiff right now. Like she's stiff. All right. I'm sorry. All right. Listen, you are forever my friend. All right.
Forever my lady.
So what, you made a pact?
I did not make a pact.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Amanda,
and I don't spin the block either. Not
okay,
anymore.
maybe that.
You're a reformed block spinner?
Mm-hmm. 2024. Doesn't happen anymore.
Okay, age of Aquarius.
But why would you why would you spin the block? What would make you spin the block? Prior to this new you.
Okay, 2 reasons for 2 different people. One person, I really thought this was going to be forever. I'm like, I really thought that this could go somewhere. So I always check back, you know?
In your 20s.
Check back in. Yes, of course, I'm in my 20s. The second reason was sex for another person.
It was really good?
Yeah, it was.
So there you go. So they got
that
you out
doesn't
of
mean
your...
relationship. I already knew what it was when I spent the block with that person.
Okay.
That wasn't relationship. That wasn't like, oh, the sex was so good, so now I really want to be with you. No.
Okay.
It was actually of like mutual understanding. Like they know when they got a text from me, when I got a text from them. We know what it was.
Okay. But can we discuss how having sex or having the right sex with somebody could get you out of your normal train of thought your normal senses, and you can make stupid pacts like, "Oh, I'm gonna marry you in 10 years if you're not."
It's the voice.
It's always the voice.
But I'm saying it does. It usually comes after sex, not after sex, but great sex will mess your mind up.
I feel like you gotta love that person. No, you gotta love that person for real.
Sex make you love them.
Yeah.
Make you love them.
I don't think so. Cause I'm thinking about the best sex or the
She's
person
only
I double
22.
back on the sex, and I'm like, I would never tell that person that.
Oh, so you just haven't found the right person.
Wait,
then.
how old is that person?
Same
Or
age.
what? Okay, that's why. So then she get a nigga at 32 is about to be old.
What does
I
that?
pray you
what
don't
does
run
that
into
have
a
to do?
32-year-old slayer.
Anyway, guys, don't look at me like that. What the hell?
That power trip, you see it? It's crazy out here. These women in these streets.
I said, no, I told y'all not to give him candy.
Feel powerless.
I'll snatch that shit right out your hand. That's okay. That's okay.
You want me to say the 3 words again?
Just shut up. Okay, guys, we want to know. Shut up. We want to know: can the side chicks be upgraded to the main chick? And I think the answer is very obvious. It happens all the time.
Was you a side chick that got upgraded?
I was never, but
Why
we
not?
all
What's
see.
wrong
We
with
all.
being a side chick?
First of all, what's wrong with being the negative connotation around being a side chick? Period. What's wrong with being a side chick? Why would you voluntarily want to be put in that position? So you yourself would not upgrade your side chick to be your main chick.
Why would I do that?
You
That's
heard
not
it.
that's not her position.
All right, but what if you loved her more than your main chick?
It's happened.
Because that does happen.
All the time.
So most of the time, your side whatever is providing something that your main isn't. So of course you're going to think that you like this person more, but in actuality, you don't. The less you know about this side person is like the dreams, like the fantasy, and you know that you're not going to live with this person. Like it's never going to go further than what it is, and like that's the draw, like that's the lust, that's the attraction.
Sometimes.
It's not. For me, that's what I'm saying. Like I never knew a side person that deserved to be upgraded.
I had a side bitch that was better than my main bitch. She took her spot.
What's your story?
Stories.
Just pick one.
So my all-time favorite side chick, beautiful girl. Right? It's kind of, I don't want to say trauma bond because it wasn't trauma.
Finish the candy and then finish the
I'm doing my thing right now, bro. I'm doing my thing. Wasn't a trauma bond, right? But she had a man, so I was her side nigga, and she was my side chick. But I knew I wanted her. You know what I'm saying? I'm a master sorter. I can see who's good and who's not. Now the problem that happened was
man.
she's not the type to actually cheat on her man. However, she knew her man was cheating on her. So she was like, I want to kind of get my lick back type of thing. But she got her lick back with the wrong one because I'm contagious. Long story short, we went from being each other's side for about a year, right? But it started getting more and more and more popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, we started having in-depth conversations. You know, a lot of people keep their sides on a shallow level. But then it got to a point where we started exchanging I love yous and all types of shit, like an affair type of thing. You feel me? She even got pregnant, you know what I'm saying? And I just realized that, like, the girl that I was with is a great woman, but not a great woman for me. She lacks a lot of the things that I really want, but she also possesses some of the things that I would also want as well. But I didn't know which one would outweigh the other until I had it, and I still wasn't feeling fulfilled. Now the side chick had the other component, and what happened was once me and my girl broke up, me and her started to date and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I ultimately was like, nah, because I was young and I had money, and I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship. But to this day, like, she's in a relationship with somebody else. She's been in a relationship with that person for years, and they're good. And I'm actually happy for her. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, she was never really like my girlfriend for like, you know, the same duration of any of my, I consider a real relationship, which is over like 2 years. I know in my heart that she would have been a good girlfriend. So I was trying to upgrade her, but at the same time, I chose the streets.
Why y'all should never gave him no candy.